And just like that, a brand new leak for Daredevil Born Again has hit the net. This time, some artwork in relation to the series that gives us an interesting look into maybe some of the direction that the series will be heading in, which we'll talk about after the intro. So be warned, this is a low quality image. It is linked down below, but you can still make out plenty of the details in relation to it. So let's start off with what we're seeing here, which seems to be some logo slash design slash graphics that are going to be appearing on things like t-shirts or school folders and things like that. You know, sort of like the early leaks we get from everything Marvel, from Captain America 4 to Deadpool and Wolverine to everything. And what we see here is the Daredevil Born Again logo. Daredevil in giant letters, Born Again is in smaller white font underneath it. And then above that is the silhouette of the outline of New York. And that looks great, and contrasting it right behind it is the red figure of Daredevil, which is then surrounded by white smoke, almost, well, that's kind of what it looks like, with glowing white eyes. And what's interesting is that it looks like pieces of the suit slash Daredevil are sort of evaporating. There's like red evaporating fumes or maybe flames on top of white ones. And the more interesting one, and the most interesting one, I would say, is that there is a red halo that's like, I guess, floating over his head. Now, of course, you know, Daredevil's connection to his religion, Catholicism, the angels, and all that, this all makes sense. And certainly this is a really, really cool design. Now, some people are saying that this is more of a cast and crew thing. Others are saying, no, it's definitely merchandise, but it might be from the previous iteration of the series, which is why we haven't seen much else. Whatever the case is, it looks cool. That's all I gotta say. And I like that we're starting to get these types of leaks, and obviously they're gonna keep coming. Let's just be real about that. The one thing I did try to look for, and I can't tell if it's here, but maybe it's a different view, I can't seem to locate Avengers Tower amongst these buildings, but it's probably one of those things where it's like, well, maybe it's just turned the other way or something, because there's a couple buildings that I don't recognize, but again, things have changed and the MCU's going more comic book, so maybe that's what's going on. Whatever the case is, I like this. I think it looks great.